was going to ask you about Everly. What sort of has changed in his game over the last little while, and how welcome a change is that?
Confidence. You know, he hears from his staff, or from the staff, he hears media-wise. The players can tell you they don't, but they pick up the vibe. And your confidence can dwindle a little bit. His confidence is a little bit higher. He's put together a number of good games now. That line is playing better. See him drive the puck to the net and shoot, maybe release it a little bit quicker. But for me, the big thing is confidence. He looks like a confident player right now, even in practice.
When you put that line together, did you have, was it a hunch or a hope, or what was the?
No, it was Nugent and Ebbs have played a lot in the past, and looked at Luch's size on that line and somebody that'll go to the net for them, and they've gelled well. They've played well together over the last 3 weeks, and for us to have success moving forward, they're going to be a pretty important line for us. So we hope they can continue to play the way they have. That's okay. I could hear you there. They are. People think we just put them together because they're two Swedes, and you know that's like putting two guys from Canada together. Like it doesn't just happen that way. Lars is a really good defender. He plays a heavy, hard game, makes a good outlet pass. Clef is a shooter. He jumps into the play. He transitions the puck well. So I think they complement each other that way real well. The Swedish part is really secondary when you look at it. Although they do communicate, they battle a little bit amongst each other. I think they keep each other honest, and they've been a pretty solid pair for us.
But Larson was saying that actually playing with Clefbaum, that kind of helped him transitioning and becoming an Oiler.
Yeah, there's familiarity, I guess. When you come from another team into Edmonton, and be it New Jersey, and you see a face that maybe you've seen before or you've talked to before, and you happen to be playing with them, that helps. But we're so far beyond that now. This is home now for Lars. He's comfortable here. He's happy here. It isn't about making him, comfortable or at home anymore. It is home for him. So that part of it is well in the rear view mirror. It's about growing that pair and getting them better now as we move forward.
And some of the comments from the other teammates regarding Larson, they keep using that phrase "sneaky dirty."
Yeah, I guess you could say that. He stands his ground. He is not intimidated, not pushed around. He's physically hard. What does that mean? He's hard in front of the net. He's a load to handle along the boards. He'll step in and lower the boom when he has to. And yet he's got a great set of skills to be able to play when we have the puck. And, without him, our team would be a little bit different, I think, because he's also a rallying point in the locker room, a great guy to have in there. There's so many qualities that he's brought to our team that we needed. Oh, you're getting in trouble, aren't you? It's not just the newspaper print, guys. Is that what you're saying? Now you're really giving it to him.
Yeah, Jesus. I get it.
Now you forgot your question. He's got you so rattled. That's what it's like up here sometimes.
Like I said, you spend a lot of time working on your penalty kill, and then last game comes, you don't really get a chance to use it. How does that impact things?
It doesn't change because we didn't alter the penalty kill just for a Detroit game. We reviewed, refined, polished up positioning, timing, situational play as much as we possibly could, and we'll need that regardless of who we play. I'd like to think that the players haven't lost those lessons from 5 or 6 days ago, that they can apply them to the Islanders or Pittsburgh and whoever else is coming, but it was something that we needed. Been able to do that with face-offs, some of our neutral zone play, today some of our D-zone stuff, because we have had more practice time.
I'm going to forgive the question because you're not in Florida at the GM's meetings, but you are the guy behind the bench who has to decide whether to challenge offside or goalie interference. Do you have a wish list for what they might come up with this week at the meetings? Because they are talking about these things.
Yeah, they are, and I think when when things happen in a game that's full of tradition and they change, they are going to be evaluated. And the time frame between a disputed call or coach's challenge, if you want to call it that, and the conclusion can sometimes drag out. And I would like to see that changed. I don't know how you do it, but in an ideal world, that would be good. But the goal of everything was to try and get it right, try and make the correct call. And it's come down to fractions of an inch at the blue line, but in my opinion, 99.9% of the time, they get the right call done. It's the process, it's the length of the process. But if the goal was to make the call the right one, we're getting it most of the time.